Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking your time for our presentation. And also, I appreciate our sole agent, OMNİS, to giving us such a good opportunity for introducing our product. We SHOWA DENKO, a Japanese chemical product manufacturer, and this is the first time for us to introduce our company in Turkey. So we are so excited, actually. And I'm KEITA HASHIMOTO, responsible for international marketing and sales person. And he is TSUNEHIKO NISHIMURA. He comes from R&D sector as an engineer. My presentation lasts for about 30 minutes, and I will introduce our VINYLESTER resin RIPOXY series. Okay. Before getting down to main point, let me explain about our company in 5 minutes. SHOWA DENKO is Tokyo-based chemical product manufacturer, founded in 1939. Over 10,000 employees actively working around the world. Annual sales is $9 billion US, and we have 18 domestic plants and 41 global bases. SHOWA DENKO consists of 5 business divisions. Petrochemical segment provides basic chemical such as ethylene, propylene, allyl alcohol, synthetic resins. And chemical segments provides high-performance chemicals such as VINYLESTER resin, unsaturated polyester resin, elastomers, and high-purity gases. And inorganic segment provides ceramic products and carbon products such as graphite electrodes, high-purity titanium oxide. Aluminum segments provides such as automotive material, heat changers, high-purity aluminum foils, and aluminum cans. And electronic segments provides HD media, lithium-ion battery materials, and SiC epitaxial wear for power devices. We are getting across organic and inorganic chemistry. As pioneering company, SHOWA DENKO Group has been providing only one and number one products. Let me pick up some unique items from them. High purity gases. We are global number one shareholder in this field. These gases are used in production of semiconductors and LCDs for etching and cleaning and membrane formulating processes. And direct bonding technology. We have developed cross-different materials bonding technology without using conventional adhesives and screws, such as metal with thermoted resin, polypropylene, and polycarbonate. Graphite electrodes. This is used in steel making to melt scrap steel and contribute to recycling of steel. We occupy world top share of this large diameter graphite electrodes. Hard disk media. We are number one supplier of this kind of product. We are increasing storage capacities in response to the spread of cloud computing. High purity aluminum foils. This foil is used to produce capacitors for automotives and power plants. And in those ways, we have made relationship with various customers, providing values. Okay, that's about SHOWA DENKO. Now moving on to introduction of our VINYLESTER resin, RIPOXY. I will explain how we make our RIPOXY number one and only one. I'm afraid you already know well about VINYLESTER resin, but just in case, please allow me to explain this. What's VINYLESTER resin? VINYLESTER resin is one of thermoted resin, and it is modified epoxy resin. It combines the excellent property of cured epoxy mechanical strength with workability of unsaturated polyester resin. The greatest feature of VINYLESTER resin is corrosion resistance properties. We recommend VINYLESTER resin for every corrosive environment like acid, alkali, organic acid, oxidizing acid, and solvent. Example for corrosion resistance properties, I will show you sulfuric acid immersion test result. Penetration depth from sulfuric acid set on the left-hand axis of ordinate, while the impregnation date is set on the right-hand axis of ordinate. Basically, concrete is easy to affect by sulfur, like this. If you apply epoxy on it, it will be protected to some extent. If you apply VINYLESTER resin on it, sulfuric acid have little effect on it. It shows RIPOXY has much better resistance against sulfuric acid than epoxy resin. Okay, this is historical chart of RIPOXY development. In 1967, one of the world's first VINYLESTER resin was marketed by SHOWA DENKO. We named RIPOXY. We developed our product, our technology, according to customers' requirement, such as flame retardant resin, UV light curing resin, high strength and high temperature resistance resin, CFRP resin, and wet condition curable resin, and visible light curing resin, and styrene-free anti-corrosion resin. We are developing sub-0 degrees Celsius curable resin with our customers. We will continue to try making our partners' idea real. Okay. We provide a corrosion-resistant guidebook with our accumulated data over many years. You can get this guidebook at the OMNİS booth. So after this presentation, please come to our booth. And you will be able to refer to our over 600 corrosion resistance data. And here are some examples. We have two grades according to certain corrosion environment. RA100 series, the right side, is for general chemical environment like alkali and acid substances. As you can see, it can be used diluted solvent from slightly to strong acid and alkalis. If you want to use your application in concentrated acid or pure solvent resin, pure solvent environment, we recommend H600 series, the left side. I'd like to show you our supply network and the market share. We have 3 production sites, 2 in Japan, near Osaka and near Tokyo, and 1 in Shanghai, China. In response to expanding our sales, distributors and the stock point also have been spreading all over the Asian. We have 14 countries, distributor and stock points. From this year, we appreciate OMNİS to be our sole agent in this region. At this moment, we are #1 market shareholder in East Asia, around 40%, and we are #2 supplier in ASEAN countries, around 15%. And also #2 market shareholder in Asian countries, except China market. I will show you some example what kind of application uses RIPOXY. At first, chemical application. Scrubber and blower. Corrosive chemical liquid and gases flow through these facilities. They required high corrosion resistance for its materials. And these are dust collector called EP, Electrostatic Precipitator. Inside of this facility is filled with toxic gases and chemical solution for cleaning dust collection electrodes. This is storage tank. From chemical to food and pure water, storage tank uses our product. RIPOXY is useful in infrastructure business as well. Various applications involved in thermal power plant like chimney and stack and the spray pipe is major product which use RIPOXY. The facilities which require concrete protection, like water treatment system, is also RIPOXY's major customer. And wide range of pipe select RIPOXY for its corrosion-resistant layer material. And the FRP Rebar business is spreading in accordance with request of maintenance-free building. Features is high strength and corrosion resistance. RIPOXY is applied not only glass fiber rebar, but also carbon fiber rebar. Composite floor deck. This is composite floor deck. This is set up among heavy load point in the highway, like interchange. Concrete is poured on the deck and reinforced with steel rebar and the composite deck itself. Marine and sports. Huge vessel and high-speed boat request good liquidity and high strength and toughness for its material. RIPOXY meets those expectations. This submarine is possible to dive 6,500 meters. RIPOXY stands deep seawater high pressure. Someone who is interested in motorcycle may know SHOWA. They was #1 premium helmet manufacturer, and we are exclusive VINYLESTER resin supplier for them. They use RIPOXY for outer shell to protect the head. Okay. There are more not on display, but I'd like to go back to about properties, products. This is a part of our product list, posting main 2 grades, R series and H series, with flame retardant resin, S series. We bring all product from Japan to Turkish market. There is the 2 types of resin, the end of name, the EX and the J. EX means our initial stage of export type resin. It was developed for hot countries like ASEAN and the Arab states. To catch up with wide range of countries' requirement, we developed a new product, J-type. Let me explain about what is required export type resin and background of J-type development. The situation of export type resin is different from domestic use. Sometimes 2 months to get to the destination after production. And sometimes container room temperatures is over 60 degrees Celsius. It is very bad condition for resin stability. We developed our product for those situations. We improved shelf life at first. However, there is some influence caused by life extension. It is slow curing, inferior in cold temperature, not curable with BPO DMA formulation. In response to expanding our sales area, we improved our curing performance. J-type achieved balanced long shelf life with fast curability, cold condition curability, and the BPO DMA formation curing. As an additional function of workability, J-type had bubble suppressing function. It makes easy to impregnate to fabrics. Generally, it occurs air bubble in resin once curing agent is added. The right side, the blue one, is the conventional resin. It occurs the air bubble after 6 seconds after addition curing agent. Air bubble prevents resin impregnation to fiber, and it even drops corrosion resistance performance. As you can see, there is just few bubble with RA04J, the left side. You can save your time with this product because you can apply it without removing air bubble and waiting deform. Here are J-type general properties. We have been already providing RA04J to the market. It excels in shelf life and good curing performance. And we will launch H630J in next spring. It is excellent at a well-balanced property of high elongation with heat tolerance. Okay, that's all I have to say about the quality of a product. Sorry. And moving on to the next section, application scope. Okay, our product is assuming to be used in two situations. The one is FRP product, like tank, pipe, duct, scrubber, and so on. The other is protecting substrate, lining business. We can provide full component of resin for lining, like primer, reinforcing layer resin, and top coat resin. From this slide, I will show you application scope. FRP is indicated in red ink. Can you see red ink? The arrow red ink means FRP pipe, and the frame inside the orange square is FRP lining, and the inside pink one is FRP product. This one. Firstly, a power plant facility is measured in corrosion-resistant FRP. These emphasized area are territory of RIPOXY, like stack or FGD system, which flow high-temperature corrosive gases. In main unit of FGD system is protected by RIPOXY as well. In metal plating factory, not only main unit, but also floor should be protected because chemical plating liquid will spill out from plating bath. And the copper smelting factory uses strong acid and alkali with high temperature. VINYLESTER resin is suitable for this protection. And paper mill company is major customer in our country. They are using huge amount of caustic soda. In wastewater treatment facility, there are several kinds of pit made by concrete. For its treatment processes. It is need to be protected. Okay. As last topic of my presentation, let me show you a part of our project references. This is thermal power plant project in 2012 in Vietnam. 2 of 5,000 diameter FRP stack is made by RIPOXY H series. And this is also Vietnam power plant project in 2014. RIPOXY is used for chimney liner. In 2015, for spray pipe project in Malaysia. This is metal refining facility in 2010 in Philippines. Scrubber. And this one also nickel refining facility in 2012 in Vietnam. Okay. And last example, in Singapore, there is world's largest glass aquarium in Singapore Island. It is protected by RIPOXY. That's all for my presentation. In conclusion of my presentation, I would like to finish by saying two things. RIPOXY has been supporting Japanese industry in these 50 years as most popular corrosion-resistant resin. For future, we want to challenge new things in next 50 years where no one knows us yet, like Turkey. We are hoping to provide new idea and solution to you. Thank you so much. Hi.